What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
We going live.
What's up?
We going live.
We going live right now.
Go and tell your friends. We going
live
live.
right now. Yeah.
Go and tell your friends.
We going live right now.
We going live. We going live. We going live.
Right now.
Go and tell your friends. We going live.
Right now.
Go and tell your friends. We going live.
Right now.
We put that. Don't try to hide. Hey, we going
live
live
right now.
Today is Saturday.
Right now.
I hope you had a great
Right
morning.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going down on our lives. And all we want is positive vibes.
It's going down on the live, cause guess what? All we want is positive vibes. Hey, it's going down on the live, yeah.
Cause all we want is positive vibes. From hood to hooded.
Hey, from hood to hooded, yeah. I done came up. From hood to hooded. I done rose up. From hood to hooded. Now I stay up. I'm hood to hooded. And I grind daily. I'm hood to hooded. Cause I'ma make a way. I'm hood to hooded. Ain't no escaping it. I'm hood to hooded. My dreams is on the way. Cause I'm hood to hooded.
I hope you understand. We hood to hooded.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the man.
I'm hood to hooded. Yeah.
I got a plan. I'm hood to hooded. I feel like
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
the king with the great plan. Going live. It's going. It's going down. Go and tell your friends.
It's going live.
It's going live.
Hey, we going live right now. We with the try right now. We on the vibe right now. A natural high right now. We finna grind right now. We finna learn right now. It's about to go down. Cause we going live.
Hey, we going live right now.
We going live right now.
And only thing we want is
we
positive vibes right now. We going live right now.
We want them
Positive vibes right now. We with the tribe right now. Hey, we going live right now.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, man, that's how we put that flow together. Y'all watching, please don't steal
That was
it.
too funny.
Don't steal the flow, man. We
going
come out with these
live
songs
right now. Hey, and we want them positive vibes right now, boy.
Can't wait for them.
All right, guys. We got that little,
Got two songs playing. I'm going live right now.
That could be a good intro song. I'm in
Yeah,
the try right now.
now.
All we want is positive vibes right now.
Hey,
We
subscribe.
on the natural
Hey,
high right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Hey.
Come and subscribe right now.
Oh, come and subscribe. Oh, I like that part. Don't y'all be
Hey.
stealing our shit.
Yeah, man, write it down right quick so we can make the song.
I can't write it down. I gotta show them live.
You better write on a piece of paper.
I'm in my streamer vibe right now.
Better write it down.
Okay, y'all, we finna get serious. It's a Saturday, so come on in the room. How y'all feeling this morning? Come on in and let me know where you watching from. This is the Hood to Hooded broadcast, the podcast, and we all the way live. You heard us. Come on in the room. Let me know where you watching from. Alright, need to write some lyrics real quick, like. So come on in the room, guys. This is Dr. Chief this Sunflower back with another live video for your noggin. Okay? These videos, these lives are only available to re-watch for 24 hours on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to watch all previous lives, go ahead and join our community in school. All you have to do is click the link in the bio. That link is on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. And you'll be directed to join the tribe. Okay? You just got to hit that button. That is step number 1. And make sure you follow us so you never miss a live video. Now to my folks on TikTok, let's get to 1K hearts today. Alright? Let's grind. I got a good little show lined up for you. I was just thinking about sleep. You know, I'm always talking about dreamers don't sleep, but in actuality, we actually do need sleep, guys. You need sleep. I ain't gonna even hold you. But sleep is power. And the hustle needs rest. You can't just go and run yourself raggedy. That's why some people work. They work all day, all night, and it runs them raggedy. It stresses out your body, and it makes it hard for you to really focus on your goals when you are sleep deprived. And I feel like work does that to us. It makes us sleep deprived. Come in and tap that hearts, guys. It makes us sleep deprived. So I want to get us in the hood to hood community in the know about how important it is to get your Z's. Okay, it's very important to get your Z's. Very important. So good morning. I see y'all, my Niji. Whatever time it is where you are, I hope you rose with the positive energy. This is Dr. Chiefest Sunflower, aka Dr. Sean, the Motivational Dentist, and we're broadcasting from hood to hood. If it's your first time catching me live, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. If you can't stay for long, just go ahead and like, share, follow, do all the good stuff that helps us grow and engage. We are just beginning, but we are headed somewhere great. I can just feel it in my system. So you got to be with the movement. You can get with the tribe or not. This is a place for positivity, inspiration, and knowledge to keep you motivated and growing. That is the purpose. So drop in the comments right now if you watch it on the replay or if you're watching live, where you are watching from, your state, your city, drop it in the chat so we know how we are connecting across the globe this morning. My little light went out. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. All right. So that's what we're talking about today. I used to think skipping sleep was a badge of honor. That's why it crossed my mind today. Dental school nights, club nights, papers due. I believed I was a superwoman at one time. And I really used to stay up all day doing my homework. I would tell my sister, Angie B, rest her soul, hey girl, I gotta do my homework first, then we going to party all night. And that's exactly what the hell we did. I would do my homework, work all day. 10 o'clock hit, I was ready for the club, and that was my thing. If I didn't do my homework or if I didn't do my assignments, projects for school, I couldn't go. So I would hustle and do my homework. Go out till 4 a.m. and be to work at 7 a.m. This is a student, student life. And study all day. You have to really balance. And when you're young, if you're young right now, you feel like you are a superwoman, superman, your energy is here. But as you get a little older, your energy can decrease if you don't get enough sleep. When you're young, you can skip the sleep. Sometimes I will skip the sleep. Not all the time. It's not really healthy, but that's why we are putting out this broadcast so we know how important it is to get your sleep, okay? So in the next hour, you'll see sleeping not as lazy, but as a strategy to your dream plan, as a strategy to your success. Okay? And we'll dig deep and land on how rest is resistance in the system built to hustle you into the ground. Rest is your resistance to it. So if you find yourself working all the time, stressed out all the time, dang, my battery dying. Dang, that ain't gonna work. Battery is on 10%. So TikTok, you got 10% left. So alright, so in the next hour we're gonna realize how important sleep is as a strategy. Alright, so let's dive into why sleep matters. Why sleep matters, guys. So body, brain, and longevity. This is why sleep matters. You can have short-term damage, you can have chronic deprivation, which leads to disease, and it can shift your hormones and your metabolism when you aren't getting enough sleep. Did you guys know this? Drop it in the chat, pump some hearts. Let me know if you understanding what we putting down, because it's the weekend and a lot of people rest on the weekend, but if it's not your weekend, I want you to really understand why you need to get your proper sleep. Even if it's just 5 to 6 hours. 8 hours is good. That's great. But if you're not getting your sleep and you stressing out, you're just killing yourself. If you're working so hard, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs, you're killing yourself. Even as entrepreneurs, like me, as a creator, my brain want to create all the time. I had to train it like this recently because I'm like, listen, brain, you doing too much. I gotta rest. Find myself laying in the bed thinking of what I could do and what I need to do. It's just not enough hours in a day for you to do everything that you need to do. Like today, you have to plan and prioritize. Okay, you do the ABCD method. The A things are things that you have to do urgently. Like if you had to leave tomorrow, these things need to be done urgently. You do those A things first. The B items are something that you could get done, but they're not super important. You do those after you finish your most urgent tasks. The C things, these can wait till later. And the D items on your list, these are things that you're going to delegate. So you got to prioritize so that way you're not wrecking your brain when it's time for you to be sleeping. And I thought about this topic because, like I said, I just been going in my creator's bag, just like really going and just grinding all day long. And then I wake up, I realize it's so late, and I want to just keep grinding, knowing I have to work in the morning, and I just keep grinding, going. You can't do that, because I find myself so sleep deprived when I try to go too hard. So lately, I'm like, I have to prioritize sleep. The tribe needs to prioritize our sleep. Get your sleep, guys. I know dreamers don't sleep, but we talking about using sleep as a part of the strategy when we following our dreams. I ain't saying sleep all day, be lazy all day. I'm saying get your rest. Don't be working super hard and grinding without getting your rest. Now the short-term damage for this is going to be impaired thinking, issues with your memory, mood swings, and irritability. Now what we don't know is, like, if you're taking courses, you're learning something new, your brain processes these things that you're learning all day when you go to sleep. It's going to either put it in the long-term memory, short-term memory. It does a lot of processing when we are asleep from the things that we learn. So sleep is like very important to studying, to learning, to growing, to fully get the knowledge into your noggin. So the other short-term damage from the lack of sleep is a weakened immune system. Have you noticed that if you have one bad night, one sleepless night, sometimes your immune system and your immune cells behavior shifts, and it causes you to get sick easier. And the winter time is here in New York, of course. The seasons change in different places, but in the winter time, if you're not getting enough sleep, it's cold outside, you're going to open yourself up to be sick, especially if you're around other sick ass people. I mean, like, health-wise, not in the head. Both ways, really, but okay. So that's the short-term damage. You thinking that you hustling, bustling, you grinding, when really you ain't remembering shit. Your thinking is impaired. You having mood swings and irritability because you tired. So you going around, you tired. You're just tired. That's chronic, short-term. Well, not chronic short-term, but that's things that's going to lead to chronic issues if you don't fix the short-term sleep problem. Now, over time, if you continue these patterns of not getting enough sleep, and thank you, Superwoman, Superman, this is going to raise your risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure. And that's a study from Johns Hopkins. The lack of sleep, chronic sleep deprivation, is a disease. it leads to other diseases: heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity. It can also lead to more inflammation in your body and cortisol dysregulation when you're not getting enough sleep. Now, we talk about on this Hood to the podcast how, improper oral hygiene leads to diabetes and heart disease. Now we got sleep leading to diabetes and heart disease and high blood pressure and obesity. The lack of sleep, I should say. So now imagine if you have a person who doesn't take care of their teeth. They don't get enough sleep. They're working hard because this is a hard worker who just work hard, not grinding for an empire, but grinding for someone else. They working hard. They always irritable, mad, mood swings. You're not happy with your job. This is why we had a Hood to the podcast. So you can get out of that mindset and realize how important you are. Realize how important your body is for your family, for your future, and for your kids. Even sleep is important in a Niji life. And I see my Niji out there. I don't even think I said it this morning, but hello to the ancestors. Hello to the tribe. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up. We going somewhere. Make sure you join our community on school. Join the process. Start your journey from hood to hood, no matter what level you are. We have a community. Go to the link and join it so you can keep growing. Take some courses other than these free lives. And if you're watching this free, the only admission is to tap the hearts, to share the broadcast, and to engage. That's the only admission that we charge every day, 8 a.m. for this good, juicy knowledge to help you get to the next level that you might not know that you was missing. You might be, dang, Dr. Sean, I'm missing something. You might have everything in place, but except your sleep, because you didn't realize how important it is. You was like me, getting deep into the grind, can't sleep, want to be creative all day. You can't do that. Now that I have been forcing my brain to shut down, like at nighttime, I'm like, you know what? Whatever I didn't do by 10, 11 o'clock, it got to wait till tomorrow. Sometimes I'll push it to midnight, but then it's really pushing it. That's better than me staying up all night thinking of ideas. It just burn you out. It ain't even worth it. And it's going to make you sick. You're going to be sick. Okay? So the metabolic and hormonal shifts that happen when you get less sleep include insulin resistance and poor glucose control, because your hormones need that sleep to finally balance. But if you're not sleeping, you're up, you're not allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do. Okay? You're also going to have more ghrelin, which is a hunger hormone. Less leptin, which is a satiety hormone. Okay? So you're going to always be hungry. You're going to have the hormone that makes you hungry because you up still. So now you're hungry. This leads to the obesity. It's all tying together. You see what I'm saying? The bad oral hygiene, the lack of sleep, your hormones off the chain. And now you just overweight, sad, with negative vibes, and you working too hard. Stop. Just stop where you are. So you know what? Tonight, I'm getting my sleep. I'm getting my sleep. Alright? What else happens when you lack sleep? You get a disturbed circadian rhythm. It throws off your whole organic system. And it makes it hard for your cells to repair themselves. Because when you sleep, your body is going through a renewal. That's why sleep is important. If the earth has to shut down, I really mean Mother Earth. If it has to shut down at a certain part of the day, the trees and the stuff don't have to get the sunlight all day. You can imagine our bodies are supposed to be in tune with this. When the sun go down, your body should be relaxing. But we in the work culture now. Some people go to work at night, they sleep at night, they wake in the day. Your sleep can be completely off because you're trying to make a living. But at the same time, you have to prioritize your sleep at some point. And guess what happens to people who don't prioritize their sleep and they continue stressing, continue eating bad, continue not caring, continue being in those bad moods? They end up going to sleep permanently. And I'm just being real with you guys. They end up going to sleep permanently because their body can't take the stress that they put on it. So if you're ready to fight for your goals, fight for your health, because health is wealth. People have it so confused thinking that I got $1 million. That's wealth, because what can $1 million do for you if you sleeping permanently? Period. Period. Create a clip. What can sleep for you do for you when you? What can wealth do for you when you sleeping permanently? You can't enjoy it if you're sick. I'm gonna tell you now. You don't want nothing when you sick. You want nothing more than to feel better. That's the only thing that you want. When I get sick, I'm like, dang, I just want to feel normal again. You know. So create a clip. Sleep is when the body storms, rebuilds, and rewires. Without it, you march straight into breakdown mode. Okay, so you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You're fighting for longevity. You're fighting for clarity and strength. All right? Longevity, clarity, and strength. That is what you are fighting for. So don't think that you're lazy because you rest sometimes. You gotta rest. Grinding without rest is like driving a car on no gas. You ain't even refuel. You just going and driving your body crazy. So we're going to stop that bad habit today, tribe. We're going to get our sleep tonight, all right? So say it with me. I'm getting my sleep tonight. Tap those hearts wherever you are if you get in your sleep tonight. All right? I know I am. I'm getting my sleep tonight. And I feel so refreshed when I wake up to do my broadcast and go to work when I get my sleep. It's just a must. So the next thing that we will discuss this morning, I'm getting a little stuffy myself. We're going to move on to our next segment, which we're going to tie together poor sleep and oral health. We're going to make a hidden link to the two. We kind of did it earlier, poor sleep, oral health, but we're going to tie it together a little bit more. So you really know this is not a game. It is not a game. It ain't a game. All right. So what does the study show? Because we always want to look at it from a research standpoint so we can have more evidence for what we're talking about. Okay? So meta-analysis shows people with poor oral health have significantly worse sleep quality. Did you guys know that? So analysis show this link. Poor oral health being linked to poor sleep quality. So chances are, if you working so hard, if you grinding so hard, you're going to have poor oral health because you're not prioritizing your sleep. I know you're not prioritizing your teeth. All right? Now here's something that may shock you. Short sleep, less than 7 hours, guys, has been correlated with more dental decay, more tooth decay. Poor sleep hours. So if you get in 5 hours, you might have more tooth decay. They're showing people who prioritize their health, their sleep, they're going to have better oral hygiene because they care about themselves. I'm trying to show our community, for the people who are starting from the hood side of it, or even in the hooded signs. Sometimes it can go from this level to this level where you forget how important sleep is. Look at me 2-3 weeks ago. I know how important sleep is, but I got back into the grind. I got back into just doing too fucking much. And I had to cut it out. So less sleep, more cavities, less sleep, poor oral health, and sleep disturbances and circadian rhythm issues affect saliva production. So with dry mouth, if you're not producing saliva, this alters your oral micro community, and it increases your risk of cavities. Less sleep, less saliva. If you wake up and your pillow is not like, sometimes you wake up and that pillow has so much saliva on it, your saliva production is good. But if you wake up and it's dry, that's not a good sign. Poor sleep is also tied to periodontal disease and gum inflammation, because remember, when your hormones are out of control, because if you're not getting enough sleep, your hunger hormones are out of control, the cortisol hormones are out of control, you have higher inflammation. This also applies to your mouth. Your mouth is also going to have a higher chance of inflammation bone loss, and ultimately tooth loss. Who would have thought that sleep could do all of this behind the scenes? It's like the silent assassin. So improving your sleep is going to decrease your risk for oral lesions. All right? And ulcers. That's what improve sleep quality. So we're going to improve our sleep today. Try in our Dreamers Network. We're going to improve our sleep because to dream, you got to know how to rest. You know how they say, work hard, play harder. Work hard, sleep hard. Work hard, sleep hard. Don't just sleep hard. You missing part of the equation. If you out there and you sleeping hard, but you ain't working hard, and you sleep hard, you all day, you just chilling all day, that is not who I'm talking to. I'm talking about the person who just grinding all day, all night. Their brain won't turn off. You have to train your brain to shut up sometimes. Meditate. That's why meditation is important, because it gets you out of your head. It kind of shuts down your thoughts and allows your brain to relax. Because nowadays you on 10. You stimulated from every social media. You get strolling all day. You're not getting your sleep. You're up all night. You're on it. I see people who up at 2:33. Ain't nobody up but dreamers. Yeah, we missing our sleep a lot of times. But it's seasons for the lack of sleep. Now I gotta point that out. As a student, sometimes sleep ain't in the recipe. I know in dental school, sometimes sleep just, them the years you make a sacrifice with sleep to try to get your degree. Because you can't be sleeping like that in dental school. Yes, you gotta sleep, but it's kind of tricky. That's a little tricky. But it's still very important to get your sleep and know how to prioritize your time. Alright? So if you're, like I said, if you hit that pillow and your mouth is dry, your saliva flow is down. Less saliva equals less neutralizing of the acids in your mouth, which is going to lead to more tooth decay. Because sleep impacts your saliva production. Rinsing and brushing your teeth before bed is non-negotiable. The bacteria will feed and have themselves a house party overnight in your mouth because your defenses are down. You so tired. I hear all the time my patients are so tired that they don't brush their teeth before bed. They're like, you know what, doc? I can't even lie. I don't do that. I be too tired after work. But guess what? You setting yourself up for heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, periodontal disease, just from these poor habits, not sleeping, not brushing and flossing before bed. Okay? Bacteria love you. And you're like, dang, why I'm getting all these cavities? Because you not taking care of yourself. Let's just be honest. People blame their parents, they blame this person. A lot of times it's just you. The lack of education, the lack of knowledge, and you're not taking care of yourself because you don't know how important it is. You really have no idea how important it is. Alright? So if you have patients out there like me, if I have patients who complain of bruxism, grinding their teeth, TMJ issues, always having achy jaws, like, oh damn, my jaws hurt when I get up, you probably stressing. And you should always consider poor sleep quality, sleep apnea, stress, not getting enough rest. So maybe you really need to see somebody who specializes in sleeping so that you can get a better quality sleep. If you're snoring, things like this, go see a dentist, go see a sleep specialist so that you can really give yourself a better quality of life and wake up energized versus tired. Because maybe you are getting your sleep, but maybe it's poor sleep quality because something else is going on that you aren't aware of. Sleep studies are good for this, to help alleviate this issue. Maybe you need a CPAP. Maybe you are not breathing in your sleep. It goes a little bit deeper than this, but just to be aware, awareness is our main goal. So, create a clip. Poor sleep rots your mouth, just like it erodes your soul. Poor sleep, it rots your mouth, just like it just breaks your energy down, your soul down, and don't set you up for the best day. Okay? Now, if you on TikTok, make sure you pump those hearts. listen, I'll pump my own hearts. But this helps people find us. When you tap the hearts, you share the live, you share the knowledge to keep us growing. All right. But we're going to keep going because this is a Hood to Hooded podcast. We about consistency and yeah, we show up regardless for ourselves. Okay? So tell me how y'all feel about that in the chat, and are you getting enough sleep? I know most people on a Saturday morning is not up like Dr. Sean, girl, I'm asleep right now. What is you talking about, girl? All right. So, let's see here. So let's get into the hustle culture. How are we looking on time on the TikTok? 2%. Well, TikTok, y'all about to be out. It's on 2%. So I'll holler at you guys later. The phone is going to die soon. Come join us on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. Alright. But hustle culture and resting. Alright. So the hustle culture says don't sleep, pump out results, show up 24/7, don't get no rest. That's a hustle culture. With rest, sleep is the infrastructure. Without it, your whole body is going to collapse eventually. There was a season in life, even for myself, when you're a student, you do those years of all-nighters, mental grinds, but in the long term, it hits a little different. In your 30s and beyond, that sleep that you reportedly miss the sleep depth that you created, it catches up with you. Your efficiency, your clarity, your immune system all suffer from the lack of sleep. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur out there, if you are a creator, an influencer, sleep is not your enemy. I started to feel like, dang, I gotta go to sleep at one point, but then I realized, damn, I need to go to sleep because I can't even, I'm tired, I'm still trying to go. You need your sleep. I think I'm gonna end this TikTok line because my phone about to die. Somebody sent a message. It's gonna die, guys. Come over on Twitch. Sorry. So, where was I? Where was I? Let me stop playing around. Alright. So the hustle culture versus resting and being wise. So remember, entrepreneurs, sleep is not the end of the world. It is not our enemy. It is our amplifier. This is going to help us show up the next day even better. And it's going to help us remember what we learned the day before. So set a sleep contract with yourself. Set a sleep contract. 6 to 8 hours minimum. Set a wind down nighttime routine and guard your space. So this sleep contract says, you know what, I have to get 6 to 8 hours. And we know under 7 is where the stress starts. So at least 6 is getting you closer to your goals. But 6 to 8 hours is the minimum sleep that you need. Have your wind down routine. This wind down routine should definitely be maybe a shower, get you some aromatherapy, yoga, meditation. You can brush and floss your teeth, of course, every night. That should definitely be a part of your wind down routine. So your mouth feels clear. You just feel clean from head to toe, right? And then you want to lay in a bed with comfortable sheets. Make sure it's cozy so that you can properly get your rest in a cool environment. Drink water. No screens before bedtime. No, staring at the phone all night, because this is not going to contribute to you getting the proper sleep. It's going to make it hard for you to get sleep. Exercise. I can't tell y'all, exercise will make you fall asleep in the drop of a dime. If you work out, come home, take your shower, if you're working out at night, or even in the morning time, by the end of the day, you ready to go to sleep. So exercise, drinking water, learning all day, creating. Your body deserves the reward of sleep. This is a contract with you and yourself to make it happen. All right? You can even take micro rests, 20-minute little naps, meditation, breathing sessions during the day to just, ease your body. Okay? So we don't grind harder. We grind smarter. You work smarter. So we thinking outside the box and saying, okay, we got the grind, we're creative, we got the passion, the purpose, but do you have the sleep? Something people don't really talk about is the sleep. This is just going to help your spirit just grow, which is taking us into is this our final segment? Yes. Now we're going to get into some Niji today, because I got to keep us going with the history, with the knowledge, with who we are, to grow the tribe. Alright? So I just go on the internet and I just still see the impact that white supremacy, white lies, and sleep resistance, it can all tie together. Alright? So white supremacy is part of the problem. It teaches us that we are measured by our output. It says if you sleep, you're lazy and you can't rest if you want to rise. That's what white supremacy has us thinking. We got to go to work and work hard and pay bills, and no. We got to work what? Smarter, not harder. You don't fall for the okie doke thing that you just some number and you just what is it called? Chattel. You just a number just to go producer. We talked this week about how school sets you up to be a producer and not a owner, not a creator, not in that space. They want you to be the person who is lazy, don't care about sleep, work hard all day, all night. We changing that. We letting that mindset go. Because white supremacy that I'm learning is full of white lies in the history. They told a lot of lies to make people feel less than important about themselves. And that has to stop now. It has to get out of our mind, my Niji. From hood to hood, we got to let that mindset go. I had that mindset from being assimilated in the school, thinking that I was something less, that my skin was ugly, that not knowing that this is my defense system against the sun. Just like plants are green, it's like calling these different plants that are all green, oh hey green. Or if you see a pink flower, hey pink. Calling yourself black so that they can put you in a box. You're not black, you're melanated. Go look up how powerful melanin is. Go look up how expensive melanin is. Go look up the science behind melanin. They still trying to denature melanin. It's one of the chemical compounds you can't denature, you can't recreate. So if you can't do that, why not just tell a white lie and say, oh, it's bad. We don't like melanin. But everybody trying to get tan. Everybody trying to get, So we got to fall in place with who we are and love ourselves and not fall for this narrative that teaches you that you just worth output. You just worth working for somebody. It keeps you hustling. It keeps you tired. It keeps you feeling defeated. So if you feeling like that today, you probably lacking your sleep. You probably working a job you hate, and you're probably not following the goals that you set for yourself, and you gave up on your dreams. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. This psychological warfare is going to keep you hustling, tired, defeated, and possibly broke. And when you can't see your way. But the answer today is partly get your sleep. Don't be stressing yourself like that, and get your grind on, but get your sleep. Be creative. Think outside the box. Stop standing here and waiting for more bad things to happen. Stop standing in place. It's time to grind. I think people see me grinding, right? They see me grinding. They see me showing up for myself, and they think, oh my God, Dr. Sean, you just wealthy, rich. No, I'm grinding. I'm not going to give up on myself. People see that, oh, well, maybe that means you're rich. I'm trying to get there, and I'm going to get there eventually. But it takes this consistency. Showing up for yourself. Standing in the paint. You see, I show up for myself. Engaging on a Saturday morning when the room is silent, you still got to show up for yourself. And eventually my tribe will come. I would know my tribe by the way that they support me. I would know my tribe by the way that they support me. And in this world, my tribe exists. They just don't know that I'm here yet. Putting out positive vibes, putting out good energy. If you part of my tribe is uplifting me, motivating me. My tribe don't come and say, dang, Dr. Sean, secretly can you help me? But I ain't gonna support nothing you do, but secretly, can you support me? No! I gotta keep my dream going. Because if my dream fails, I fail. And I can't help nobody. You know when they show you on the plane, you gotta put your mask on first, your oxygen on first, so you can help other people. And that's what white supremacy and white lies will have you feeling down for yourself, feeling like you can't make it, trying to help people when you can't really help them because you can't even help yourself. So today, we help ourselves by getting a proper sleep, so that way we're energized to be more creative, that way we can think better. We're not going to overwork ourselves, stress about things that you can't change. Your life is the most important thing that you have. Bills, all this stuff, is here to keep you stressed out. These bills are off the chain now. I can't believe just in a couple years now, rent, all of these things, these expenses, groceries went sky high. It is set up to fail. They want people to be homeless so they can put them in jail. They made it a law for you to be a law against homelessness. You got to think of what world we living in right now. From a historical perspective, slave patrol, black code, surveillance systems were built to keep melanated, aka black Niji bodies working in control. And it's not a myth. This is written down. You gotta go to work. If you don't go to work, you going to jail. And we taking your land so you can't rest like you used to. Because this whole land, when it was just zero of us, now we own it. It doesn't make sense. So sleep is our resistance against the system. Rest in your body is your resistance against this pseudo-knowledge. When people were KID napped and called SLAVEs, when they was really just K-napped on their own land and lied to and said they was from a whole other land, when those people ain't even have enough time to do all of that, they couldn't rest. Their rest was threatened by order on the plantation. And the plantation was just their land. I read the story about, was it Red, I forgot, it's like in Alabama, it's called the Red, the Red something. I'm having a brain fart. But this was our ancestors' land, right? The Niji, melanated. Colonizers came, started war, took their land, kicked them off the land, and they couldn't work on the land, and then they became homeless. And now that land is home to NASA, like, I think it's Red Arsenal. It's in Alabama. Look it up. That history, it'll shock you. Now they have little pictures of the people who used to own the land. But now they got all the military bases. It just doesn't make sense. So when you're in a system that's meant to just keep you locked out for good, and the only way you even got a little breathing room now is because your ancestors fought the hard fight, they taught that shit, they wouldn't give up, then how could you ever give up on yourself? If they went through all that and didn't give up, how could you ever give up? Don't you ever let nothing steal your joy, break your spirit, and make you feel like you can't make it. The answer is not, hey, can you? The answer is, damn, how do I get myself out of this grind? How do I get myself out of the hustle and bustle and make my time worth more? Because you hustling $1 per hour, it is not going to work if you're not budgeting, doing a lot of things that they don't teach you in school about money management. That's why half of us get out. We don't know how to manage money. We don't know how to invest. We don't know nothing about stocks. We don't know nothing about nothing. Okay? I'm a full doctor. I know. I'm a full doctor. I've been there. I've been to high school. I've been to college. I've been the doctoral route. And I know that teaching young children, especially melanated Niji, about money is not a priority. It is not a priority. That's why the Hood to Hooded podcast exists. So we can make, the money nothing. Who faces on the money? Is it your face on the money or some other guy's tribe and ancestors on the money? You already know this money was set up for you to fail. But we're going to learn how to play it smart. We're going to learn how to use it, grow it, and play the game. Because you got to play the game. So for my dreamers out there, for my Hood to Hooded mentees out there, if you want to play the game, I need you to get your sleep. I need you to get your rest. I don't need you to, I got to go to where I'm working. I don't need you to do that. I need you to get your rest when you time to get your rest and set a contract with yourself. Because you ain't trying to work yourself so hard that you end up sick and can't even enjoy your life because you've been working too hard. Out of here. That ain't lit. That ain't lit at all. So when you see me going live and changing the narrative and pushing it pro, I'm trying to figure out, okay, let's play the game. I'm just playing the game. I thought dentistry was playing. I love dentistry, but dentistry ain't the all in be all. You still got to keep playing the game. You still got to keep trying to find a way to break those generational curses, to get from under the old mindsets of people who living with the slave patrol mindset. Because the police officers, the law enforcement, they live with the mindset from the slave patrol era. They harass you, stalk you, lock you up, think they can bother you. This is just the world we live in. How they have set this up for us to fail and to just go to work and shut up. All right? Today, policing, harassment, surveillance continue that legacy that they started 300-400 years ago. 200 years ago, if you ask me. But you stepping into rest. It's reclaiming your time. It's reclaiming your body. It's saying, you know what? Bump that. I'm going to get my rest. And when I wake up, I'll handle it tomorrow. Don't let nothing break your spirit. It's crazy how the Pope, who people put on this platter, like he's so all of that. Like he's the one in the 1300, the popes. I ain't talking about the one now, but the ones back then, they all had the same lineage. One sent out to these colonizers like Christopher Columbus's ancestors. Hey, the world is ours. If these people don't bow down, then they got to be unalive. If these people don't bow down, then we're going to steal their soul. We're going to go out and take the souls of the people. We're going to turn them into Christians. These are the things, the white lies, the white supremacy that keep us not being able to sleep, not being able to rest, because we caught up in the trap and we don't know why we caught up in the trap and can't figure it out. We can't figure it out. Why can't we figure it out? Why? What is going on? What is going on, guys? So this is a call to justice, not just for you to get your sleep. I need you to get your rest properly. Take care of yourself. This is how you deny the system full control of your body, your life, and your labor. They used to make us go to work for free. And if you didn't like your job, they would force you to keep the job. And if you stayed on the job working for being a cook, because they would only allow us to be cooks, housekeepers, manual laborers. Once they took control, they tried to control our creativity, tried to control the things that we would read and learn, tried to control the careers. That's why every time somebody see me, they say, damn, I never saw a black dentist. And I'd be like, dang, because I'm in dental school. I know a lot of black dentists because I went to school with them. I went to the Meharry Medical College, even though I'm Niji. But, it's a transition. So just follow along, but they just be like, damn. They think I'm black. They say, I never seen, basically what they're saying, melanated dentists. It shocks them. And then they say, oh, you a melanated dentist, and you good, and you care, and you got passion. That's what defy the system. That's what take control back in your life, when you follow your dreams and you show up for yourself, and you don't allow society, you don't allow people to put you in a box and tell you, hey, just because you had this, that, and the third happen in your life, that you ain't gonna be shit. They're gonna say you ain't gonna be nothing. And when I was a little girl, I wondered, why am I learning about all this stuff that don't make sense? I never really liked the history that they was teaching, talking about Columbus, and it just didn't make sense in my spirit. And now I know why. They wasn't teaching no money. They wasn't teaching no business. In order for me in high school to learn a little tiny bit about business, I was that type of student who found after school programs that taught about business. That's how we learned. From the after school program, they would pay us $60 a week. We would get on the bus, go, to the, I think it was the National Guard. We would learn, go home. I'm like, I'm trying to get that money. I was just thinking about money then, because I'm like, I don't know nothing about it. How am I going to learn about it? Going to school all day for 8 hours a day, learning about all this stuff, algebra. I don't use algebra yet. I can't even think of a time I used algebra since I learned algebra. It's just something to keep your brain occupied and bothered, so you don't have a chance to really tap into your dream, tap into your passion. But rest is revolutionary. It is saying, my body is sovereign. My body is mine. If I'm a labor for something, it's going to be towards my empire. I'm not going to labor 30, 40 years, and then I'm going to retire when I'm tired as hell. Who got time for that? You're finna sit here for 30, 40 years at this desk, wasting your dream away, not going back to get more, not applying for the next job, not elevating, leveling up, starting a business, starting a YouTube, believing in you ain't doing nothing. You got that one stream of income. It is not enough, guys. In this society, listen to me, it is not enough. Unless that one stream is keeping you comfortable, you're able to not stress, you're able to get your sleep, then that's cool. Then you did your thing. But if that one stream is keeping you stressed the hell out and you can't manage, it's time to level up. Join the Hood to Hood Tribe. Go ahead and join the Hood to Hood Dreamers Network, because I'm here to give you education. I can't give you the money because I'm still trying to get the money. That's why I'm showing up. It ain't because, okay guys, I'm showing up because I'm ready to just be broken, give everything away. The only thing I can give right now is knowledge. So join the tribe. Join the Hood to Hood Dreamers Network. That let me know you serious. That let me know you ready to transform your life. That let me know you ready to play the game that been played with you for the longest. That let me know you stepping into your sovereignty and you waking the hell up out of the matrix. The truths we speak, the system lies to you that rest is a waste. Don't rest. Come to work. Work the double. Work overnight. They overseas somewhere living their best life. You at work trying to manage this, stressing out, and now you don't have time to dream because you're tired. And you ain't sleeping when you get out because you're trying to live your best life. It don't make sense. Let's step out of the box today. Come with me. Let's mentally get out of the box. So we here. Let's step away from the box. The fuck away from the box. Alright? So I invite you to reflect right now. If you watching this on the replay, if you watching this live, I want you to reflect right now. If this hitting your spirit and you don't know why, you're like, damn, something, I feel like, go do your own research. Don't listen to me. I don't listen to people. I do my own research. That's why I can talk with authority. I can talk with demand. I can talk with control. Like I know, because I'm a reader. To be a leader, you got to be a reader. Create a clip. I rest so they cannot throttle me. My rest is my refusal to be used. That is my refusal. I refuse to be used like chattel, like cow, like animals. I refuse it. That's why when they were saying, oh, you gonna be a teenage mother, you gonna be this, your mama gone, your dad, you ain't gonna, what? You must not know me. You must not know me. I'm a dreamer, always have been, and ain't ever gonna stop being a dreamer. I thought that, graduate, become a dentist, that was gonna be the level, but that was the beginning. It is not my end. I still got a lot more life. I still have a lot more people to inspire. To stop giving up on yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, staying stuck where you are, when you destined for more. It's in your DNA. Your DNA is not what they told you it was. Your DNA is unable to be denatured. I mean, in the melanin code. The melanin code. The melanin code, unfuckwittable. Alright. So chat, after hearing this, what's your sleep plan tonight? I want you to go either to my Discord community or go join our Hood to Hooded Dreamers Network community. It's not on Facebook. It's not on any of these platforms. You got to go to the link in the bio. Wherever you're watching it, go hit that link. That is step one for you today to say, you know what, Dr. Sean, I believe in myself. I want to join the Dreamers Network so we can rise together. I want to see who's going to really take it serious, because you coming to me, that ain't you taking your life serious. Give yourself 3 tangible things, takeaways from today's live. Number 1 is tonight, force 1 extra hour of sleep. So if you've been getting 5, I need you to get 6. Number 2, I want you to implement a 30-minute wind down before you go to bed. No phones, no lights. I mean, unless you like lights, but lights are not good for sleep. And stretching, and maybe some soft music, some rain music. And good oral hygiene is number 3. Maintain your nightly oral hygiene always. Even if you don't stretch, even if you don't brush and floss your teeth and use a little mouthwash. So that way, the bacteria not partying all night. Because they like to party. They're like, we like to party. Hey, hey. That's how they be in your mouth. Hey, hey, hey. They say, we like to party. They be like, ooh, they ate some Popeye's chicken today. They got that chicken stuck between the teeth. We gonna have a chicken house party. Alright. So in a future episode, probably tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm supposed to do an AI masterclass. I don't know, we may move that to next week because I want to stay in this little pocket. We're going to talk about sleep and visioning your legacy. How rest and your dreams map into building your empire. So if you want to know the basic step, the first step is get your sleep. The second step is to take care of your health. Number 3, take care of your teeth. Number 4, it go deeper than that. Be positive. And then you get into the technical part of building your empire once you get the mindset right. Alright? So I want to close with gratitude, blessings, and a call to action for you to share this broadcast, clip your favorite moment, and tag me. And recognize that we rise by lifting each other up. Say it again with me. We rise by lifting each other up. So right now, this is me lifting you up. This is lifting you up to the greatness that you are, to the greatness that you can become. To remind you, and for you to not get amnesia, that you are not just meant on this earth just to labor. You're meant for more. You're meant to be a creator. You're meant to be an empire builder. You're meant to be a purpose giver, a purpose seeker, and passion filled. That's what you're meant for. So don't let nobody play with you. All right, guys. So this is Dr. Sean with the Hood to Hooded podcast. You know, and we always here (8 a.m.) with the positive vibes. So I open up the chat for questions. If you got questions, drop it in the chat. The chat will be open for 5 minutes. Drop your questions in the chat. No questions coming through the chat right now. I know it's early as hell. Y'all probably gonna watch this on the replay. Remember, replays are only available for 24 hours. If you want longer replays, you can definitely go to Twitch. Twitch replays are available a little bit longer, so make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can also find the replays on YouTube, but we're still trying to see if it's gonna be 24 hours or longer. I feel like 24 hours because I need to create a sense of urgency and save some of this good juiciness for our Hood to Hood Dreamers network. Okay? So if you want to be a part of the network, go ahead and join so you can have access to the content, the replays, the courses. If you're ready to elevate, if you're ready to boss up your life, if you're ready to take it to the next level, come and join the Dreamers Network. Okay? Again, step 1, click the link in the bio and it will take you exactly where you need to be. Once you click the link in the bio, you're going to go to either the Twitch to catch me live. You're going to go to the Discord, which is our free community, or you can go to the Dreamers Network, which is a $1 per month community. That's the first level. You gotta invest at least $1 in yourself a month. This stuff is free that we put here, but the community is more catered to people who really trying to go from hood to hooded. You really trying to elevate from hood to hooded. Okay? So if you serious, join the tribe. Look, I got a notification from my ancestry right now. It says you have a vital records hint. Ooh, I gotta go check that out. Because you know I'm always growing the tribe. Alright, I love y'all. Wake your asses up. Feel good today about yourself. Get those positive vibes flowing. Don't let nobody steal your joy. This is Dr. Cheated Sunflower, aka Dr. Sean, the Motivational Dentist, here with the Hood to Hood podcast. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Have a great Saturday. And like my cousin Bridget say, do it on purpose. Bye guys.